hujasikia. Kule kwa mama Bucha kuna tabu. EU, European Union, wanasema aondolewe madarakani, apende asipende. Wanasema chenye kilifanyika kule si uchaguzi, ni upuzi. Na wamesema zile funds, yani fedha zenye zinaenda kule kwa hiyo serikali yake zikuwe frozen, asipewe hata shilingi. Na wale walishikwa wote opposition nini waachiliwe. Kimeumana.
Watanzania wote wenye wamepiga kura, rudieni sentence hii kwa kizungu Mama Samia alishindana na Suluhu kwa uchaguzi wa uraisi. Wapi?
Great people of Tanzania, they deserve new, free and credible elections. Colleagues, if we truly stand for democracy and human rights, we cannot stop at words. Let us use every tool at our disposal to hold those in power accountable. Tomorrow, this House will send an unmistakable message. All EU funds channeled through state-controlled entities must be frozen immediately. The European Union must not use its fund to subsidize oppression. The time to act is now. All political prisoners must be released immediately and with no conditions. Urgently required is an independent and credible investigation into all killings, abductions and enforced disappearances. The great people of Tanzania, they deserve new, free and credible elections. Thank you and free Tundu Lissu now.
Suluhu Hassan, acha nikuambie, ulisema tuchapwe. Tuchapwe sisi. Sisi tuchapwe. Sisi. Unaona tumekalia nini? Watu wako wanaweza kalia hii. Watu
Mama Suluhu. Mama Suluhu. Hakuna adabu kidogo. Lakini hakuna adabu. Hiyo Tanzania ingekuwa ni Kenya. Lakini wa Kenya mko na roho. Ati wa Kenya umekuwa wametoka. Wameenda kwa mpaka. Tanzania tunapaka na Uganda. Kenya huko. Yani wa Kenya wana vote na mdomo. Na wanavote Tundu Lissu.
Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So finally manze, Mama Samia is in a deep problem manze. European Union attack pale. They are saying that the election that happened last year was not credible, and of course they are saying that Samia anafaa kutoka kwa ofisi, anafaa kuachilia watu wenye alishika, kwa sababu there is a lot of abduction zimekuwa zikifanyika kule Tanzania. So the European Union are saying that people that are being arrested wrongly should be released, and those people that were arrested last year should be released. And of course, they are also saying that the election inafaa irudiliwe tena. They should repeat the election. So that's what they're saying. And of course, they are also saying that if those things have not been done, watatoa support yao yenye wamekuwa kipatia Tanzania. So Tanzania, hapo ni sasa itabidi tu ama amue venye anataka, either lose funds ama nini, but atoke kwa kiti. But that's what is actually trending right now, kwa sababu imagine mpaka wa leo Tundu Lissu is still in jail. Yani umama shwali hata kama bana manze, at the end of the day you should think that's your brother manze. Unamweka cell, you already umekuwa president, hata akitoka it doesn't even have anything, kwa sababu. But listen to more reaction, then we'll come back and talk more. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to support this channel.
29th of October, President SAMIA Suluhu Hassan crowned herself with a victory of 97% of the votes after silencing the very people who challenged her. And when citizens rose up, especially the young, they were met with bullets, brutality, and a blockade on truth. Hundreds killed, hundreds injured, hundreds arrested, entire country living in fear. Let us say his name clearly. Tundu Lissu, the opposition leader charged with treason, locked away simply because he exercised his democratic right to run for elections. And his imprisonment is a broader assault on democracy in Tanzania that is taking away all the promises to the Tanzanian people of their freedom. And to the Tanzanian people, we have heard you. We are on your side.
Breaking news. It seems like the European Union, they don't know about what is going on in Tanzania. At least they did not know until the member of the European Parliament, David McAllister, he went in front of the European Union and explained everything that happened in Tanzania, and it did not just start at the protest going forward. It started all the way back. He said that SAMIA's oppression, it started way before the 29th of October. He said way before that, she had already started political repression, targeted abductions and manipulations. The outcome of the elections, they were decided way before the 29th of October. Also, he said that she was suffocating civic spaces and silencing free media. Also, he said that she banned political assemblies and opposition parties. Then he said she imprisoned nearly every leading opposition leader like Tundu Lissu, who has been in jail for the last 250 days. And all of that, it happened way before the elections. And now he went into what happened during the elections. He said that the internet, it was shut down. Protesters, they were beaten, shot, abducted, and even jailed. Can you believe this? He is demanding for the EU to reevaluate its relationship with Tanzania. Then he said we must freeze all the money that is going towards Tanzania. And guess how much that is? That is 156 million pounds. All of that is not going to Tanzania anymore. They're saying Tundu Lissu, he must be freed. But I wonder, is this enough? Will this...
Parliament is saying that they don't want to be funding repression in Tanzania. And they're saying, according to this resolution they passed today, that the election in Tanzania was neither free or fair. President SAMIA Suluhu Hassan received 98% of the vote there, though many in Tanzania say there's not much of an election. That's not possible. The turnout number they declared was not possible. And CNN's investigation has shown police using excessive force against protesters there, killing some who did not pose a threat, some of whom were running away. There are some who were killed while in their own places of business or even in their own homes. And what European lawmakers are now calling for is for the European Commission to stop funding the government of Tanzania and to redirect that funding to human rights defenders, to civil society who are working to restore the democratic space in the country. They're also calling for the European Commission to consider sanctions against those responsible for the recent democratic backsliding in Tanzania. I want you to listen to this one lawmaker.
Tanzania is showing a deeply troubling pattern of repression and abuse. Critics, like opposition leaders, journalists, and activists, face threats, arbitrary arrests, extrajudicial killings, and forced disappearances. The government is shutting down free media and taking away people's basic rights to speak, gather, and move.
Tanzania's main opposition leader, Tundu Lissu, has been in prison since May, charged with treason.
Tanzania has denied access to a delegation from the EU who are there to investigate the violence against protests during the elections. Now, on one hand, people are very angry about the violence that was dished out on ordinary Tanzanians who just wanted their voices heard and they wanted free and fair elections. On the other hand, people might ask, what right does the EU have to dictate what happens in Africa whilst they themselves do not have clean hands? All you need to do is the role that they play in other conflicts that are going on around the world and the abuse of human rights that have taken place around the world. So on one hand, they play the, if you like, the judges of the conduct of Africa, and yet on the other hand, they are behind some very serious violations that are going on. But Tanzania has refused to allow them entry because I suppose people of Africa should be able to decide where the law goes. And of course, it's outrageous, the violation of and the deaths that took place during the elections. But should people in Africa be left to sort out their own problems without the interference of the EU? Because the EU, like
huko wanakaa Tanzania ifanye moja, ifanye mbili, ifanye tatu, halafu ndio itakuwa hivi. Who are you?
Akitoa amri, kila mmoja anaye comment akamatwe afikishe mahakamani. Nataka niwaambie kila mwenye comment utapelekwa mahakamani. Sema hajaamua na waonea huruma tu. Dunia hii ni kijiji. Na ndio maana mnapoambiwa sajilini simu zenu, peleka NIDA. NIDA ile inaonyesha mpaka unatoka kwa nani, mpaka kila kona. Wewe leo una comment unatukana tu. Unafuata mpaka mlangoni ngongo bwana fulani. Hebu tunakuhitaji njoo. Hai, unaona comment zako hizi? Lakini Mama Samia hawa watu wanawasamehe tu. Anawaangalia, anawasamehe. Wanatukana wanajiona
Suluhu Hassan. Nimeona maajabu kwamba mumesahau kwamba Tanzania ni nchi tofauti na Kenya. Katiba ya Tanzania na ya Kenya ni tofauti. Kama una masikio na usikie. Nataka kuambia kwamba matendo ambayo unatenda na matendo uliyotenda inadhibitisha kwamba, inadhihirisha kamili kwamba wewe ni ibilisi, mtu asiyejua halali wala haramu. Kama unaweza simama na umwambie rais wa Kenya kwamba watu ambao atakayezungumza mambo kuhusu serikali yako wakanyange, chukua mbokora, wachape, vunja vijana. Wewe umesahau kwamba unakumbukwa duniani kwa kuua watu 7,000.
Mtu yeyote ana akili timamu ataona wewe ni mshenzi sana, pumbavu sana.
Wakati wa kura na ukajipitisha kwamba wewe umeshinda kura na umeingia kuwa mtawala, ila wewe mwenyewe unajua kabisa au kushinda na kupigiwa. Umesahau neno ambaye iko katika Qur'an tukufu. Wewe ni kiongozi na aina gani? Wewe ni mama aina gani?
Mtanzania anaweza jikompea na Mkenya hata siku moja.
Vipi?
Bro, kwanza tunawazidi ujanja. Ujanja tu ya kuishi mjini. Ukienda tu uchukue tu wezi wenye wanachomwanga simu archives wamwage tu hivi Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam inaibiwa yote. Si Wakenya ni mbaya bro. Haya, tuna hela kuwazidi. Hela tunawazidi. Unaelewa?
Hela nini tena?
Tunawazidi vitu mingi. Kama Dar es Salaam, ukiingia Dar es Salaam kuna flyover moja kama hii. Moja tauni mzima. Alafu pia unataka kutukombea na sisi bro.
It's so unfortunate that someone like Samia can still stand up and say that need kutandika watu. Like like you're just proving to people that you are not a good person. Alafu another thing, and this is a very good thing for you. Though tunakuwa na issues na watu wa majungu wazungu, but this is a good thing. Inamaanisha hata Ruto unajua anaona next year labda akifanywa vitu kama hizi you atatokelezea. So it's a good thing, it's a win-win situation, but we really want to see what will happen in Tanzania, and I hope they get justice. Mimi hata hope hata basi uachilie tu watu, kwa sababu why are you arresting people? Wacha tu watu waishi life zao manze. Of course opposition lazima ikue bana, no maana. That's why I love Kenya. Utaisikia ati sijui Sifuna amekuwa arrested for wrong reason, hata akiwa arrested huwezi mweka jail for all that time manze. I love my country yetu inakuwa na some democracy kiplani, like you can't compare them with some of this country outside here. It's so bad kuona vitu kama hizi zinatendeka, and I hope Tanzanians get their justice. Otherwise, tell me your opinion down there on the comment section. Don't forget subscribe, don't forget like, and just in case if you want to support this particular YouTube channel, you use that till number 3652967. Manze, support 10 shilling, 100 shilling, 200 shilling, 1000, 5000. I will appreciate. See you in the next video. Goodbye.